Welcome back to another video. Today I will be doing a voiceover because my mic was actually on mute when I filmed the entire thing. Anyways, so we have gotten my horse and I've actually gotten all my stuff back. I had to rewatch the last video and I actually ended up finding where the horse is, which I will insert a clip. Today we are also going to be actually doing my advancements and my achievements. For once, we're actually going to hopefully be doing something. Anyways, here's the video. Look, I'm back. My voice is back. I know you missed my voice. We are winging this voiceover, so if it's kind of crazy, it's gonna be crazy. Here I am looking for something or putting away things. I have no clue what I'm doing actually. And then I was looking for my horse, and complaining how he likes to run away because literally I had him 2 seconds ago. Then I find him. Then I yap about how annoying he is and how he's a really terrible horse because when we were heading back to the village, he could not jump whatsoever. And then I'm gonna put him in the pen, which I was hoping that he would be able to jump at least over the fencing of the pen. And here I am just calling him annoying. Amazing gameplay right here. And then here I am looking at my advancements, or as I like to call them, achievements. And here you can tell I'm just BSing at this point. So the pickaxe one I could do, and then I'm talking about all these ones. The rods I could do as well. But nobody uses copper. I don't think I've ever seen anybody actually use those. But it is obviously a part of the achievement. And here I am trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. I think that achievement is actually pretty weird. And then scoot. I have to go and find armadillos to do the scoot one. Which, again, I have not seen people do this one either. But I'm sure it's pretty simple. I would assume so. And then the cave and cliffs. I build structures to sky limits all the time, so that would be actually pretty easy for me to do. So I'm pretty excited to do that one when I end up doing it. And then this is the trial chambers, which I have not been to the trial chambers, but I've seen a lot of YouTubers who've been there. So this is going to be like an entire new thing for me when I do end up going to the trial balances. I take accounting. Don't take accounting. It sucks. And then I think they're like the enhancements to your armor that I can't do. This though I can do. I have leather boots in my chest, so I will end up doing that. The jukebox I will end up doing, but that's also really expensive to do. I've adventured to 5 out of the 54 places, which is pretty good for me not trying. Then the sticky block, which I will end up doing. This I will also end up doing. I'll probably end up the building that I make to go the height limit. I will probably take a villager with me and make it into a staircase so I can do it all at once. I will also be getting a new mic. I definitely mentioned that somewhere that I will be getting a new mic. That is an iron golem. I will end up doing that, but I need more iron to do that, and I'm currently using like all my iron for everything else. I will end up doing the bow and arrow stuff, but I need a bow. The bullseye, you do actually need to get a block for that I was figuring out while I was reading the description. And then the trident stuff, I will end up also doing that, but it's going to be really difficult because for whatever reason, drowns are so overpowered with the trident, and I don't know why they are. Anyways, Totem of Undying I will end up doing. I'll end up pillaging somewhere and getting that. The monsters thing, that is also going to be difficult because I've been dying to a bunch of monsters. No, that's a lie. I haven't been dying to a bunch of monsters. I've been drowning and getting killed off of cliffs. County load make more. That I don't even know. That I've seen people use, but I don't know how to really use the lodestone. This I will also do. I've only been to an ancient city like twice, and my friend Chris try to kill the warden a few times, and he died multiple times while doing it. So that one's going to be a little scary to do, at least for me, and I think you need Silk Touch for that. And then here's the animal section, which I've also literally have done nothing in, but then all of them I haven't really been doing nothing in. So the tadpole and the lead one I can do, but I have to go find where the tadpoles are to be able to do those. This I will also end up doing. I think I need Silk Touch to even do that, so when I end up doing that, I will have to go find a beehive to do that. This I can also do. I have not found any glow squids, and this I can also do if I find a beehive, which I will probably end up doing that one first. The wolf pack I will end up doing. I have to go find wolves. You need 11 cats. I thought that you needed 6 cats, but when I was looking at this, I was like, holy jeez, you need 11 cats. I will also end up doing that. The wolf armor, I will end up doing that, but again, I need the armadillo scoot. The shearing, I actually did not know you were able to shear off wolf armor. The goat one I said was extremely crazy. This is also crazy because now you're making me eat random stuff. The hoe I can do. That's okay. It's a little bit of a waste, but you know what? It is what it is. Because netherite is very difficult to get and you're wasting diamonds on a hoe. This I've seen people do. I've never encountered a dried up ghast yet. Me and my friends on our personal ones also have not encountered one, so that one might be a little difficult. This I could definitely do. That I thought I did, but I guess I just killed the fishes. So we're gonna go and do some of the advancements. I'm gonna sit my cats down though, because I kind of don't want them to come with me. That guy is like in the window. He's not even on the bed. Why is his purring so loud? Now I am getting all the stuff to make the iron pickaxe, and I am just now talking about how much sticks that I have. That I have a stack and a half. Oh yeah, first achievement done in this video. How many can we actually do? Because I think we've been doing only like 3 achievements per video. Here I am talking about how I'm hoping that expands, which it did expand, and now I need a set of diamond armor, which is going to be a later issue, because in this game I really didn't feel like mining after my 2 wonderful mining trips from the last 2 videos. Now I'm going to make flint, because I thought in the advancement it was that you had to make flint, but I didn't realize that you had to actually light a nether portal, which is a tad annoying, but again, that was on me. I'm going to end up needing it anyways. Now I am going to go over to the water and see if I can do the bucketing of fish, whatever, and I'm hoping that I don't need a puffer fish to do that. Now I'm just complaining how I can't find any fishes and that I probably killed all of the fishes and that's why I can't find them. But then I find an entire school of fish. Achievement number 2 is done. I know, I'm actually focusing on the achievements this game. Now I'm going to go to a lava source because for whatever reason, I thought the obsidian stone one was you had to do lava and then make obsidian stone, and that was it. But I forgot the part where you actually have to pick up the obsidian stone. Anyways, now I'm going to try to get up on here, which I could not find the staircase that I made originally. And then I look over and realize that the sun is setting. I always try to check where the sun is setting, just so I don't end up stranded like doing whatever I'm doing right here. And I was also complaining on how annoying it was to swim in this game, because you have to really be submerged to get into the swimming animation, while on console edition, once you're in the water you could just go flat out swimming. Now I'm annoyed because it's starting night and everyone else is going to bed, but I can't. And I also didn't realize that the villagers were sleeping in one room. I will also fix the format next video because I thought I did fix the format, but you cannot see what's in my hotbar, which I do have to fix that. And now I'm going back to see if I could grab the lava. While building up, I found iron. Jackpot. I always need iron, and I don't understand why when people pass iron, it's like you're passing on good stuff. Even if they have a bazillion amount of iron, iron is still really beneficial. And that I also have used iron before in my personal accounts to make a railroad system that I did not think I was going to be making, but I ended up making it and then needing iron anyways. So I think it's always good to have an abundance of iron. And here I am. I finally got to the lava pit. And this is also around the same time that I realized that I actually can't do the achievement. Here I'm realizing that I actually need a diamond pickaxe to actually mine obsidian stone. See how smart I am here? Here I'm also looking around looking for other achievements. am going to leave majority of this video in, and I'm just going to pop in when I actually understand exactly what I'm doing. So here I was trying to make the calligraphy, I don't know, the map table, and when I looked up how to make it, it said that I needed a compass, so I was going to make a map for myself, one of the compass maps, and then I was going to use the compass to make the map thing, which when I clicked on the map thing, I realized that I just needed paper and wood, and I was pretty pissed because I've been needing that for a while because none of the villagers have actual good like trading stuff, because all of them are literally like all of them are the same trade, and we also don't have enough villagers. I've been giving them bread, and I could literally not get them to be bred anymore. Like, where are the little children? Like, can they reproduce? And here I was like, I kept on stopping because I was looking up stuff. It was just crazy that I wasted all of that iron on a compass. Here's when I decided that I wanted to buy the map from the dude, so I ended up leaving to go get emeralds. So I'm going to be using this map to do a little venturing because, again, I really do not want to go mining. I was right now complaining about how shifted up the map was. Like, why was my house all the way top right instead of the middle? So I decided that I was going to expand this map as much as possible, which might have not been the best idea, but it's what I did. And I looked at it, I was like, oh no, I cannot use this map. And then I continued trying to expand it as much as possible. You can't even see like where the village is and stuff. Like, you can't see anything. Now I'm heading to bed because it's turning night, and I am going to now make a different map so I can actually use it and not have this very, very zoomed out map. I'm standing up the cats because I want to see if I get stuff from it, because on my other times when I play Minecraft, when you stand up a cat and go to sleep, they come back with stuff for you, but these cats have not been doing that. And now my house is like just crowded with villagers. Now I'm trying to create a Fletcher because I kind of forgot they were a thing. I was originally looking for something else, but I didn't find the Fletcher, and we're gonna try to make a Fletcher. I don't know what they do, but I'm sure they do something that will benefit me. This is also really my first time actually using villagers, because most of the times I do everything by myself. Like, if I had any diamond tools, I've most likely found that in a cave or somewhere else. So using the villagers are probably one of the biggest learning curves for me, because I've never really used them. So I kept on stopping to look up everything. And here I am. I'm going to grab gravel so I can make the Fletcher. Otherwise, this will be the last time you'll see me in the mines this episode, because I really do not feel like mining. As I was doing this, I was wondering if you can even get flint from doing this, or does it cancel out, and do I have to go back up to the surface and shovel a bunch of the gravel? As I was doing this, I was really hoping that I didn't have to do this forever, but I got lucky and I was able to get the gravel only twice within the second time I did this, so I didn't have to do this a bunch of more times. And then came the shearing. I kept on shearing sheeps because I really want more villagers. We have like no villagers whatsoever, and I'm a little annoyed about that. So I kept on shearing a bunch of sheeps to hopefully get more beds because I had to look it up. Apparently, you need to only give villagers like 3 pieces of bread, and as long as that they have 3 beds in one house, it should work fine. And we already have a house that has 3 beds, so now I'm gonna try to get a bunch of beds, just place them in all the houses I can, and really try to get them to reproduce. And this is my second map. This is the map that I'm gonna end up using, and I'm not gonna expand it all the way out to 4 where I can't even see anything. Now I'm trying to make a banner because on this edition you can make banners and right click it with the map and it will show up, and then I kept on talking about needing something else and I kept on forgetting what it was. It's an anvil because I think that people usually name their banner so their banner can be like seen on the map, so I thought that that's what I had to do. And here I was making a Smith table for the very first time. I actually had to look up what a villager did with a Smith table, and I found it a little more beneficial to actually have a villager use a Smith table. Again, I ended up breaking the Smith table a bunch of times because it wasn't giving me good enough trades, because I wasn't really sure how the mechanics work, and I looked it up, and to be honest, there is no mechanic for this type of stuff. And here I am actually going to start traveling. I spent majority of this trying to do stuff for my villagers, but now we're actually going to do what I wanted to do in the beginning of this video, which is travel, because I didn't really feel like mining. And we are also going to try to do another achievement, which this one I almost died, because I actually didn't remember. I thought I had the boots on, and I was saying, how do you know when it's the snow that you're going to sink in? And here I opened it up to see if I was wearing the boots, and then I realized I wasn't, and I got the achievement, light as a rabbit. So my main thing was trying to fill out this map as much as possible, and really couldn't go anywhere on land. And I was talking about how I'm going to ditch the horse. I talk about this a lot of times actually, where I said that maybe I should just leave you, and then I'll just take the saddle and leave. Here I was annoyed because all of this was a majority of crying obsidian stone, and if you didn't know, you need full-on obsidian stone to light a nether portal. And I was also talking about how something of another, I don't remember. Anyways, we got our achievement for the nether portal, and now I am going to head back because it's turning night. I also, which I don't know where I found it, but I found the beehive, which I will end up getting a campfire and end up doing one of the achievements for the beehive stuff. I won't be doing the silk touch one yet because I don't have silk touch, and that's like literally why I will do it. And now we are finally traveling. I kept on opening up the map because, again, I want to try to fill out this map as much as possible. And then I kept on complaining that I probably should have brought the map that is the maximum that you can expand a map. I think this is a Tunjit. I do not ask me. I don't know how to pronounce this. I pronounce this wrong in the video as well. I keep on getting out of my boat. I keep on getting off the horse. I don't know what's happening with me. I really hate this place. This is like one of the places I hate being. I don't know why I hate this place so much. I just have a hatred towards this biome, and I tried to avoid this biome as much as possible. But I just want to do all of my adventuring stuff as quickly as possible, and to get new crafting items, which it's crazy that we have to now actually get the materials to get the ideas to craft things, but also it's a little more reasonable to do that as well. Around here is when I realized that there is an ocean monument, and I was trying to get a little closer to see if there was an actual ocean monument, which it is, and I don't like them. And then I found this thing, which I've never seen before, so I decided that I was going to go over to it. And then there was also a ruined nether portal, and I was talking about how I didn't want to go over the magma, because that will end up killing me. And then I was trying to figure out what that was. I was annoyed because this one was like all obsidian stone, and there was like barely any crying obsidian stone, and I could have used that to make another portal, but it's underwater, so I'm probably not going to end up doing that. And it's also kind of in the middle of nowhere. I got scared, I heard a drown, and the drown ended up being actually very close to me, like right behind me. And then now I'm going to this chest. Which had nothing to it. I grabbed that fishing rod. I didn't really read what it said on it, but all I knew was I wanted to get out of there, so I just took it with me. And this is when I find my second ocean monument, which I kept on checking my map to see if it was a different one, which it was. Most of this was just me literally doing this for the next like 20 minutes. Then I end up opening my achievement bar, which I'm seeing if there is any for the ocean, which there really was not. So I feel like the traveling one is not that great. But I did adventure 10 out of 54 places, so that's not bad. And then, after the long, long hours I've been stuck in this boat, I found land. And that is it. I'm sorry for this very boring video. I hope you have a great night or day, and we will definitely be exploring this next episode.